What is up, my people? JaxB.TheRipper here. So, I wasn't sure if I really wanted to make this video or not, because, I mean, I don't want to get into it, but 2020 has been a shit year. For you guys that haven't been following me, you guys already know why. It's not just the pandemic, just, you know, with my mom being sick with cancer and everything like that, and her still going to her appointments and everything for it. So anyways, I'm not going to get that into it, but I just felt like this year when it came to metal music, well, I don't want to say I haven't been putting much effort into listening to new stuff, because you guys know I'm not really like, I'm not the type to follow the crowd. I listen to whatever the fuck I want. But I just felt like everything was too repetitive, just because that's my comfort zone and that's what helps me get through shit. So that's why. So I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this. I mean, plus a lot of the bands I was re-listening to, even if it was their new stuff, their albums were like, like, it was great at first, but now it's just like, the funny as fuck noise I just did right there. I sound like a squeak toy. And you know what, and I was watching Old Head, and then he kind of made me feel better a little bit when he did his you know, his top 10 of the year or whatever. And he like said like, yeah, he also listened to some of the albums that came out again, and then it was great at first, but then, you know, it's fine. And it's fine that it's fine. It's just, I don't know, maybe because there's sometimes like, you know, I like to feel the music more. You guys know I'm not a musician or anything like that, so I don't know like technical terms. Shit show right there, that of an intro I just did. So let's go ahead and just talk whatever the fuck I've been listening to. As always, I don't do a top whatever. Not everything's gonna be of the year. It's just shit that I like throughout the year. Oh, as always, there's always a section for like what's it called? Unmetal stuff that I like. It's not that many either. And of course, there's only one band, and I'm going to start it off. One band I did not give a shit about, and I tried, and I did, you know. I saw that everybody was liking this band, and that's Avatar. I don't know. I listened to a bunch of their songs. It was, I went on YouTube, typed in Avatar, go on that section where it says, you know, plays like a bunch of their music or whatever. I couldn't fucking get into this shit, and the makeup, okay, I shouldn't be talking my shit about this. Like, it just looks so typical, and I don't know what, it kind of reminded me a little bit of Megahertz, like what they were trying to do, but not really, just really bad. At least Megahertz is, you know, good. I don't know, I don't even know the subgenre they are, and I don't care. But anyways, let us continue to stuff I do like. I discovered Wergoat, even though they've been around for like, I think 4 or 5 years, or possibly more. I am convinced, how can I say this? This album makes me horny, and I can't listen. I gotta stop holding this. You guys are like, wow, she's fucking on one. This album is just gonna, it just makes me horny. I cannot listen to this whenever I just want. This is not something to play in the car. This is not something to, you know, when you're going for a walk or something like that. It's great for like an orgy. Like, this is coming from my terms. Remember, I feel the music. Yeah, I just remember listening to this, and mind you, I was not in the mood or anything. I was like, holy shit. I am convinced they did like some sexual ritual to this. Maybe they did a sigil and they did sexual magic or something like that. I don't know. I didn't look in information into the band. But it's a fucking good band, so when you're alone, you know, so you want to know what I'm talking about, definitely give this band a shot. I need a shot right now. I fucking hate Bacardi, but this is all I have right now. Lama God, self-titled. This one has hanged in there for me. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in there. I mean, I loved almost every song on here, except for where they hit. I'm not even looking at all. I'm just trying to remember as much as I can. But I know the last 2 or 3 songs, it was like, I mean, it was fine, but I just didn't really care. But this is an album I did enjoy. It gave me nostalgic feel, you know, from when I first started listening to Lama God back in like 2006 or 2007. So it was giving me that feel again of how much I loved and missed them. You know, with so much new music out here, new bands and everything, you know, you're like, oh, I want to hear this person and that person, you know, because it's a new field. You know, if you're the type of person like me who doesn't just stay with like black metal or death metal, then you know what I'm talking about. We just have like, we're bombarded by music from here, there, and everywhere. So it was kind of nice to go back to the old stuff, you know what I mean? And I thought they did a great job with this album. For some reason, the past few days, when I've been doing my makeup, I've been putting that on. Or I'm a person, like, I can't do my makeup or anything without music playing or YouTube playing. Like, you know, something has to happen. And I also feel like this has been the year of, I guess, traditional metal, just like classic style of metal, because I've noticed I've been listening to a lot of that. Like, I don't know, ever since I came back from England like a year ago, I've been listening to more of that. You will think folk metal because all the guys are listening to folk metal out there. I've been getting back into, but the one band I will mention is Eisenferum. I never know if I say their name right. I never know if I do. This was such a good album. Like, I think this is one of their best albums, and I've been familiar with Eisenferum. I've been going back and forth with them a lot, and this definitely caught my attention, and I really loved it so goddamn much. It makes me feel like, oh god, it makes me want to go back to England so bad and go to Bloodstock, and I've never been there, but it's something I always wanted to do, or go to a festival again out there, because we don't really have that many folk metal bands out here at a festival. They're just at the tiny, you know, the smaller venues. Like, but this was such a good album. If you guys, I don't know how many of you guys are into folk metal or anything like that. I believe Big Dan and Little Dan, they brought it up during one of my live streams when I had them on. I'm not sure, but I think that's how I found out. So then eventually I got around to it. Oh fuck, this is a good album, you guys. You need to fucking listen to it. They're going back more on like the traditional, you know, heavy metal style. And I also noticed these bands that I'm about to mention, not all of them. I think Bewitcher, which is the next band I'm mentioning right now, is like, yeah, they have that feeling, but it also goes like a little bit of everywhere. You hear a little bit of death and thrash into it a little bit. So, and I like bands like that can mix it up. Haunt, who's the next band I like, and as well as Traveler, is that traditional sound without trying really hard. You know what I mean? Like they're not trying hard to sound old school. Just like a lot of black metal bands and death metal bands that try to sound real hard like death metal, and they don't have like their own style or anything. It's just they're really trying to sound just like black metal or death metal. That's why I eventually would get crap like slam. Yeah, I said it. Drinking my fucking tea. But yeah, definitely, especially when it comes to the lyrics for Traveler, I have both the CDs. That's something I've been doing too, is actually buying physical copies. I've always been a Spotify electronic, you know, just buy the song or download it legally, depending on the band, if I fucking hate them, but I love their music. You know, and you know, put it on your phone, iPod, whatever. I've always been like that, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not about that life where I change the CD and it's like, no, you know, all of a sudden I need to go. I'm a playlist person. I just am. That's just how I am. But you know, I have been getting more into it, but the only thing is, like, I don't have enough room, and that's why I had to put all my CDs in another bin. So therefore, I'm not pulling them out and showing it to you guys, because I don't feel like going through that shit right now. And there's nothing wrong with digital, okay? There's nothing wrong with collections either. I love from time to time to look at them. They're really beautiful, especially when it comes to the artwork. So yeah, I said beautiful. Okay, how about this? Since there's a lot of people who don't like the word for whatever, let's say brutiful. Brutiful. Somebody called me that on one of my Instagram posts. It was one of my favorite followers too. That term, brutiful. So it's beautiful artwork, and you know, so I have nothing against it. I don't know why people like attack me on that, like, oh, you don't collect the real shit or something like that. It's like, why don't you? It's like, yeah, stop supporting digital. I mean, I'm supporting the artists, at least that's what I'm hoping. I don't know how Spotify terms are, but at least I'm hoping I'm supporting them, and then by buying their songs on fucking Bandcamp or whatever. But I would buy more physical copies, but I don't have my own house, okay? I feel like I'm yelling at you guys. I'm not. But Calma, now this is a melodic death metal band I've been really into, also with a little bit of folk in it, in my opinion. So the last album they had actually was in 2018, called Bylaw. So Bylaw is a really good album to listen to. If you guys are like into Amon Amarth and all that, definitely give this album a shot. I've already said too, I believe I said like how the keyboards are noticeable in this, but it is not like cheesy noticeable. You know, it's not like, I don't know, you guys understand what I mean by cheesiness, I don't know, but you know how there's some keyboards that just sound like, oh, okay, I get it, there's keyboards, but it's not like that, but it's noticeable, but without making it noticeable. But this is definitely a good album by them. I definitely got interested in this band. It's one of, like, you know, I think that it's become one of my favorite bands. Savage Master, this shit, just like Bewitcher, they both have that witchiness to it, and I fucking love it. I fucking love this band so much, and it's just real badass shit right there too. I actually like Myth, Magic, and Steel better than their previous one. I forgot the name of their previous one, but it's real badass shit if you're into that really classic sounding kind of metal, like that sounds like from the 70s. It's real good, so I would definitely recommend you guys to listen to that. And I wasn't sure if I was gonna put them down or not, but Burning Witches in 2020 came out right in January with a new album, and I gotta say I like Laura a lot better than the original singer. Like, no hate to her or anything like that, but I just thought Laura was a lot better, a lot fitted. The album was really good, but I didn't care for the first. I hate intros. Like, a lot of these intros are so bad. But the second song was okay, but then after that, it's just, you know, I couldn't stop listening to it. I always started from song number 3, and then from then on, it's just like, go ahead and finish off. Even Black Magic is good, and I've been vocal how I hate like slower songs when it comes to metal. And going back to that nostalgic feel, I've been listening to a lot of Theater of Tragedy. And I have mentioned them in my Metal Monthly favorites as well. Storm, and I cannot pronounce the word, Agis or something like that. They're Norwegian, so, but that has been my 2 favorite albums to go to a lot to listen to, and I believe I listened to them a lot too. I think it was like 2012 and 2013, around there. So that's been like, you know, another nostalgic feel that I just been love listening to right there. And last but not least, Immure Hindsight. That is a total badass album right there. Even though there's like a lot of haters for them, but you know what? I'm adding it in because I fucking like it. Okay, it's, what did I call it? If the gym was open, this will be my gym, on my gym playlist or something. So yeah, it's real fucking good music, you guys. It like really pumped me up and everything. So almost to the point where it's like, I don't really want to like hurt myself, pump up kind of music, you know what I'm talking about? So that's why I haven't been listening to it that much, and I probably should have listened to it before filming this, so I could kind of remember and have more insight in what to tell you about the album. But you know what, I did a Metal Monthly favorite, so I don't know how well I did good on that, so scroll. How in the fuck did I forget JaxbTheRipper? Like, I've been talking non-stop, well, not talking non-stop, but I've been making posts and mentioning JaxbTheRipper any chance I get, because not only is this a solo man project and he sounds better than any of the popular shit, including Metallica, and hell, I even will say it, including Megadeth, and I'm a fucking Megadeth fan, sounds better than any of these well-produced bands. And somebody had left me somebody had told me on TikTok that JaxbTheRipper sounds like Venom if Venom was actually good. I was like, that's fucked. I like Venom, but it's okay. But I understand what they were going with. But yeah, the Affair of the Poisons. I'm on my fucking webcam, and that's why everything looks janky right now. But and I'm in the middle of editing. But how the fuck did I forget to put JaxbTheRipper? Look, I even took out the vinyl. I even went out my fucking way to go get the vinyl, knowing it's a bitch to put it back in its little slip. I could have just easily showed you the goat. But yeah, I've said it in Metal Monthly not Metal Monthly favorites, in Metal Around the World Scotland, if you don't listen to JaxbTheRipper, or at least give them a chance, or him a chance, I should say, it's a solo man project, then you are not my fucking child. I disown you. And for some non-Metal Monthly favorites, I'm gonna get, like, you know, each way, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where this is gonna fucking go. Some people are going to say they're metal, some people are going to say no, and some people are just going to hate them just because of who they are. But I got into Motionless in White. The album that got me into them was Creatures. I forgot the name of the other one that has voices on it, but that also had Jonathan Davis on there. I forgot who else, but a couple others. But I own both the albums, and they're just, I don't know, they're just right up my alley. They're really good. I used to just hate them too and not give them a chance or anything. And I had said a bit of a story, not really, but I had saw them play live, and it was the first time I heard of them when it was at the San Bernardino Amphitheater. Ozfest meets Knotfest. But if anybody's has been to the Glen Helen Amphitheater, you guys know they have shit sound. And those 2 days were, like, on the main stage were really bad for the bands. And oh, how Tom Araya was mad that day. So let's just say it was a shit show for the sound in general. So I can't really like, you know, like target Motionless and White, be like, they sucked, you know. Anthrax sucked that day too. Whoever was there is just, you know, because you love Anthrax and you know their shit personally, they're gonna be fucking great, even though that was a lousy night for them, because the amphitheater sucks. And I hate it when the festivals are out there. Whatever shitty festivals we get here in the state. Oh my goodness, no, it's fucking terrible. Or Iron Maiden sometimes will play over there, and it's like, okay, first of all, it's not that close to me, and second, is just, it's terrible sound. Terrible fucking sound. That and the Wiltern. I can't stand the Wiltern, and Sabaton's always playing over there. The song of the year is not a metal song, but is Yeet by SNL. Yeah, you fucking heard me. I've been listening to a lot of Avril Lavigne. I'm a huge fan of her. Well, I'm a fan of her. I don't want to say like I'm a huge fan of her, but I love her. Mainly Goodbye Lullaby album. That's the one I've been listening to the most. But yeah, I fucking love her. Who remembers when she dated Brody Jenner? What kind of fucking downfall was that for her? Like, really, girl? You're fucking dating Brody Jenner? No. Fucker looks like Linda Thompson, alright. Also, there's this guy named Kim Dracula, and I follow him on TikTok. Yes, I'm on TikTok. I try to do metal stuff mixed with witchy stuff, but just not like hardcore witchy stuff, because y'all don't need to know what I'm doing, and witch talk is fucking terrible. Oh my god, filled with nothing elitist. I thought the metal community was bad with elitist motherfuckers. Oh, you don't know how witches are, dude. Like, fuck no. But anyways, there's a singer named Kim Dracula, and I've been following him since I first started TikTok. When I remember he was like in the thousands, but now he's like, I think he's at the millions now. But his remake of Paparazzi is so fucking good. And last but not least, Carpenter Brud. So I've been listening to him. I've been a fan of Carpenter since I think this was like in 2014 or 15 when that whole like 80s synthwave started. Noir synthwave or whatever you want to call it, but they're really good. And the Beware the Beast one and Leather Teeth, which I'm just naming the songs. Oh, Leather Teeth. Okay, that's the name of the album. Oh, if you haven't seen the video, I'm gonna link down the video to fucking Beware the Beast. That shit was good. It's really like that. Who's the one that sang? Oh fuck. You really get like an 80s type of like montage to it. You really do. With like an 80s rock noir montage. So if you want to do like exercise and do like your own little like reel in your fucking head and while listening to the song, is fucking perfect. I think that's it. Yeah, I know. I went through it quickly. You guys know I do shit differently here, okay? So I think I went through it quickly, but really there wasn't much to say, and I felt like I was going to be repetitive because like, and it could be also because I was watching my Metal Monthly favorites so I can remember what I fucking said. So, and it could be also too because I had some tea and I'm drinking this. But, anyways, thank you all for watching. Thank you for sticking with me. For another year. My sub count is getting bigger and I'm happy. And thanks to you guys for sticking by me this whole year. I mean, you guys know we've all been going through shit, and I wasn't going to talk about that, but because literally every intro was like, I know you guys, it's like 2020 was like rough for all of it. Like, I wasn't going to do that, but now I'm over here doing it. But anyways, I just want to say thank you, and I hope you guys are okay, and thank you you guys for checking up on me too, because you guys have been checking up on me more than the girl I thought was my fucking best friend. So cheers. Oh my god, how fucking rude of me. I got a little heated at the end and I forgot to tell you guys, make sure to take care of your vaginas. Have a wonderful day. So yeah, do that.